Over the last 8 years, I've slowly upgraded my setup for gaming and content creation. When I first got interested into video games, I didn't realize that later on it was gonna change my life. This is my setup progression. Probably 2014, and I was about 6 years old. My parents bought me and my brother our first gaming console. It was the Wii. Lots of you probably also grew up with one. Every day, my brother and I would play Wii games together. Our favorite games were Mario Kart Wii, New Super Mario Bros, and Wii Sports. When we first got the console, we spent a while creating Miis. If you don't know, Miis were avatars that you could customize and use in different games. I played this for years. In the summer of 2018, I downloaded Fortnite on my iPad mini. My cousin introduced me to the game with the rocket launch event. I thought it was pretty fun, but I was extremely bad at it. It took me a while until I actually got a victory royale for the first time. The only problem was that this iPad was very laggy. I don't think iPad minis really had the best specs. I kept playing and getting better on Fortnite Mobile. On Christmas 2018, my parents surprised my brother and I with an Xbox One S. This was a big upgrade coming from a laggy iPad. I was so excited to set it up. The first game we played was, of course, Fortnite. I was so bad because it was my first time playing on a controller. Surprisingly, I actually like playing on Fortnite Mobile a little better. The biggest reason is because I was just better and I already had experience playing on it. The reason I like playing on the Xbox One S is because it was not laggy and slow like my iPad. I continued to mainly play on my iPad mini, but sometimes I would play on the Xbox. On Christmas of 2019, my parents got me a Dell Chromebook. It didn't really have the best specs though. I thought that I was going to be able to play Fortnite on keyboard and mouse for the first time. I googled how to download it on YouTube, but some people said that you couldn't. I still continued to search and I finally found a YouTuber named Iron Tech. He said that you had to go to a website called GeForce Now. It actually worked and I was so happy. It wasn't the best and I also had to wait to get in. Once you load in, you only get an hour of playing time and you would have to wait the time to get in again. I really enjoyed Fortnite on keyboard and mouse, but it was hard. I practiced to get better. That means I was playing on an Xbox, Chromebook, and mobile. That's why it was so hard to actually improve at Fortnite. In 2020, the virus started and I was in 5th grade. We went into lockdown, so we had to switch to virtual school. This gave me more freedom and allowed me to play more video games. It was sad and I couldn't really leave the house though. For my 5th grade graduation, the virus was still going on, but my parents gave me a pink iPod Touch as a gift. I don't know why, but I decided to download Fortnite on it as well. The screen was literally only 4 inches. For some reason, Fortnite actually ran better on my iPod than my iPad, so I continued to play Fortnite on my iPod. I didn't really play on my Chromebook and Xbox anymore. I actually started to improve since I wasn't switching platforms every day. I would play duos with my brother a ton. He would play on the Xbox and I would play on my iPod. I continued to play on my iPod until August 2020. Fortnite Mobile got banned. That means I was forced to switch either back to my Chromebook or Xbox. I chose my Chromebook because I enjoyed playing on keyboard and mouse. I wanted to improve and get better. Later, I learned I could connect a keyboard and mouse to my Xbox. I would use my parents' 10-year-old office keyboard and mouse. They weren't good at all. Since the Xbox was connected to the TV in the basement, I had to put a kid's wooden table in front of it. I had to sit on the floor and it had limited mouse room. This was mainly because the table was so small and the keyboard was full size. For Christmas in 2020, my parents got my brother and I another console. It was the Nintendo Switch. We downloaded Mario Kart, Fortnite, and some other games. I actually sort of like playing Fortnite on it for some reason. On February 2nd, 2021, I started my YouTube channel. The videos I first made are deleted right now. I wish I didn't delete them so you guys could have seen them. Basically, I recorded the small screen on the Nintendo Switch and did some Fortnite challenges. I didn't really get that many subscribers though. My parents decided it was probably a good time to get a desk for my brother and I. They said that it would be a good place to do my homework and do Google Meets if we go virtual again. The desk I got was from Amazon. It had light wood on the top and the bottom supporting base was black. It was a good solid desk. We also went to Staples and tested out some office chairs. We found one that was comfortable and we bought it. I should have a picture of it. So far, my new setup had a desk, office chair, Chromebook, keyboard, mouse, and some decorations. When I got the desk, I bought a cheap $15 membrane gaming keyboard and a $15 gaming mouse. They actually weren't that bad for the price. The decorations were like 2 of the toy Fortnite chests and a fake rose flower for some reason. I still had to wait to get into GeForce Now though. I even searched up to see if there was any other ways to play Fortnite on your Chromebook without GeForce Now. I couldn't find anything. The first video that is still on my channel is from November 2021. It was a Fortnite montage. Right now, it is sitting at 1.6k views. After that, I posted more Fortnite montages and gameplays. For Christmas in 2021, my parents bought me a 75Hz Dell monitor. I was really excited because I could connect it to my Chromebook to play Fortnite on a bigger screen. For some reason, it was even more laggy when I played it with the monitor. After Christmas break in January 2022, we went back to virtual school. It was better this time because I had a monitor, desk, and a comfortable chair. That Christmas, I also got a new mouse and mousepad. The mouse was the G402 and the mousepad was the SteelSeries QCK. Both of these definitely made my setup a lot better. I also have a headset which was black and purple, but it wasn't from a popular brand. I think it was like $15 to $20 on Amazon. I also bought a headset stand for it because the one I had before was literally made out of Legos. I wish I had a picture of it, but I don't. I wanted my Chromebook on the left side of my desk because I just thought it would make it easier to work. I also needed space on the right for my mousepad. I still had the same keyboard, so that was something I needed to upgrade soon. Under the right monitor, I had some wireless earbuds and my Nintendo Switch controller. I also had a desk lamp so I could see my homework, especially at night. I forgot to mention that the setup was in the room next to the kitchen and it didn't even have a door in between it. My brother's desk was also in the same room as mine. In April 2022, I took the Chromebook out of my gaming setup. The Xbox One S that my brother and I shared, I would bring up and use it with my monitor. It's on the left bottom beside my desk. This was really good because I had a decent console, plus I could use my keyboard and mouse on an actual desk this time. Also, they were the same peripherals from the last setup. My brother had quite a bit of schoolwork, so he barely played it during the school year. Basically, I could keep it on my desk most of the time, but sometimes on the weekend he would want to play it. I would have to bring it back downstairs and connect it back to the TV. This setup also looks more simple than the last one you saw. In May of 2022, not that much has changed, but I did move some things around. This was a month after the picture you just saw. I was doing the same thing with the Xbox One S, but I moved it to the top of the shelf next to my desk. This was more practical, so I didn't have to bend down every single time I wanted to turn it on or off. I don't know why the lamp was shining behind my monitor. I was saving up for my own Xbox Series S, so I wouldn't have to share with my brother anymore. At this point, I was already saving up for it for about 5 to 6 months. Also, it had a few better specs than the Xbox One S. I also really wanted my setup in my room. A few reasons why is because I would have my own space, could film YouTube videos easier, and do my homework in peace. I was just trying to convince my parents. This was my setup in August 2022. As you can see, a ton of things have been changed. First of all, I convinced my parents to move my desk in my room, so it was already so much better. The second big thing was that I bought my Xbox Series S I was talking about before. I was so happy with my setup now. If you didn't notice, I also got a new keyboard. It's called the RK61, which is a 60% keyboard. I got it in white with red switches. Google said that red switches were apparently the best for gaming, so that's what I went with. On Amazon, I bought the LED digital clock on the left of my monitor. That lamp that I had before, I just added an LED light into it. The webcam on the top of my monitor was given to me by a friend. Also, Vermax, which is another content creator, had a GutzyAiden mousepad and I really wanted one. Everyone said it would make my setup look a lot better. The monitor was only 75Hz, so I couldn't get a smooth 120 FPS on the Xbox Series S. The Xbox Series S also leveled up my content because at this point on my YouTube channel, I was basically only posting Fortnite content. So it is finally 2023. This picture was from the month of January. Christmas had just passed, which means I just gotten a lot of gifts that I can use in my setup. The first thing you probably noticed that is different is the GutzyAiden mousepad. When I put this on my Christmas list, I had a hard time deciding between the Vermax and Aqua Swirl mousepad. I ended up going with Vermax's just because he was and is still my favorite content creator. I just checked on GutzyAiden's site and apparently they don't sell it anymore. It's hard to see in the photo, but I did get a new headset on the left. They were called the Razer Barracuda X's. The main reason I went with those is because they were simple, wireless, and a reliable brand. The keyboard and mouse are still the same from my last setup. I also got a blue cloud neon sign, but you can't see it at this angle. I might also have another picture of it in my entire setup. It was hung on the top right of my gaming setup. I still wanted an LED strip on the back of my desk so I would have some more RGB lights. I also wanted some decorations. 5 months later, in May of 2023, I got the LED light strips and some decorations. I also got a new mouse and controller. The LED strips were by Govee because I already knew that they were a good brand. I have LED strips that go around my ceiling as well by Govee. The decorations I added were fake plants, Himalayan salt lamp, and a ring light. The mouse I got was the Razer Viper Ultimate. This was actually a very popular gaming mouse. I remember I got it for a really good price. The reason I got a new mouse was because the bottom glide on my G402 was peeling off and catching on my mouse pad. I also got a new controller. I didn't want to spend $60 on a brand new controller, but my old one fell with the headset cable and got stuck. That meant I also had to buy a new cable for the headset. I made a gaming setup progression video a few months ago, and you guys were commenting about the picture I showed of my broken controller. That was not the controller I broke. It was just a random one off Google. I also got a boom arm and microphone sent out from a brand called Toner. They were the first ever brand to reach out and collaborate with me. You can see the neon sign a little in this photo. This next setup was quite a time skip from the last one. This was in January of 2024, which is about 8 months from the other one. A ton has changed in this one. First of all, I decided to add my Chromebook back into my setup, even though it was even slower than before. I got a laptop stand by Lambico, which my Chromebook was sitting on. I'm pretty sure the wallpaper on my Chromebook and monitor is a Mac one, but I used it because I liked the way it looked. I got sent a keyboard by Techware. It was the Phantom Plus Elite, and it's priced at $85. It is definitely by far the best sounding keyboard I have. You probably didn't notice, but I did change to a standing desk. I honestly don't even use the standing feature on it that often. I also got a new chair from Andaseat, but you can't see it in the picture. It obviously has so many more features than the office chair. I changed out the boom arm and microphone because Toner just sent me out new ones. My clock was moved directly under my monitor as well. Now let's see what my most recent setup looks like. This is my setup at the time this video was posted in April 2024. I finally got a better monitor with 180 Hz. It was by a brand called Titan Army. When I finally played Fortnite with 120 FPS for the first time, it felt like a different game. I also got another keyboard from Techware, which was the Phantom, coming in at $45. Basically everything else is the same though. Everyone is saying I need to get a PC, so maybe I'll get one in the coming future. That was my entire 8-year gaming setup progression. I did a video like this about 2 months ago, and it currently has almost 800,000 views. Please like the video so you can help this one blow up as well. Comment down below what kind of setups you want me to build and some different video ideas. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed, and also thank you so much for 11,000 subscribers. By the way, this summer I'm going to be trying my best to post every single day. Anyways, peace.